Aloha! I'm Representative Kymberly Pine, and thank you for joining us for this week's Inbox. Well, it was a busy week this week because it was the opening of the legislative session this Wednesday, and a lot of people came by this whole week basically letting me know what's important to them. We also had a lot of Ella Beach residents come in to let me know some of the things they were either for or against. People also came in from the Coalition Against Gambling. They are very concerned about the fact that many different politicians are saying maybe this is the year to pass legalized gambling. Senator Inouye and former Governor Linda Lingo have been strong opponents of this type of legislation, and so have many different legislators here, so it'll be interesting to see how that legislation works this year. Other concerns, the biggest concerns came from small business owners and people in the business community, as well as workers who want to ensure that we do everything we can to better our economy. Right now, what we're hoping to fast track, and this is requested by the business community, and we understand their concerns, scheduled to take place very soon is an increase in the unemployment insurance rate. Basically, an employer, including the owner of the small pet shop in my community, would have to have an increased payment of over $500 per employee to go into the unemployment insurance fund. And this is a tremendous amount of money for each employee. And so we understand that now is not the time, as we're barely getting out of the Great Recession, to increase these kind of costs for our businesses. Some good things are happening though. The Navy is looking for 60 civilian employees to hire as security guards. And these are great jobs, can lead to even higher paying jobs. They start at $31,000 to $41,000, and they could actually lead to some really great contracts if you stay with it. The Navy is a great organization, of course, to work for. Over several hundred people went to the Hire Our Heroes job fair this past week, and we're very excited that many companies want to help our veterans that serve their country. We believe that now is the time for us to give back to those who have sacrificed so much for all of us. Interesting thing that happened in the last couple of weeks, some of you may know that Governor Abercrombie said that we had a surplus, and then a week later the Council of Revenue says we have no surplus and we have to actually cut some of our spending possibly in the future. So we're going to be monitoring all of this for you so you don't have to worry about it. We are going to make sure that government is efficient, that we're not going to raise your taxes, because we know now is not the time to raise taxes on anyone in this economy. I want to thank everyone who came on opening day. I want to thank the Martinez family for bringing her 5 kids from Ella Beach so that they can learn the legislative process. They, of course, were very concerned about the closure of Hawaii Medical Center, and I assured her that we're working very closely with all of those involved to see if we can open another emergency center in Ella Beach very soon. Well, thank you for joining me for this week's Inbox. I can't wait to talk to you next week because all the action is happening here, and I want to make sure that you are informed. Mahalo for joining us, and aloha.